is real. I wouldn't call it gang stalking myself. It's more like projections or plants can be instantly projected into my reality by some kind of AI that's monitoring my thoughts. It's probably happening to you as well. You're just not paying attention. This video is clear evidence of what I go through. Okay, I'm gonna let this run. You can see the clock ticking at the top right. Just wanna show you, this can happen at any point. But all this time goes by. Nobody walks on the sidewalk, no bikes, nothing. Doesn't matter how long it is or how short it is. When I leave, someone will be there. And anyone who goes through this stuff, they know what I'm talking about. And you're gonna see, I come walking out and I hesitate because, boom, somebody is there on purpose, as usual. That's a very light example, and I wanted to intro with that just to show you, but it gets worse. I'm in the process of re-editing these videos, so I've cut the sound from the original when I take the footage and I'm wearing the GoPro hat on my head. So you're gonna see some jumps and cuts here because I already edited these videos with close-ups and stuff like that. Regardless, in this example, you can see I'm in my office. I put the hat on and I'm gonna look outside for the first time for that day. And I wanna see what's outside my window. Because once you get used to this kind of thing, it just keeps going on and on and on. So watch what happens. So I get up, start to open the blind. That's a close-up of it. Boom. First thing you see in my path is a girl in a light, kind of a drab blue color with a maroon hat on and a black bag. But watch, right behind her, look, a girl with blue jeans, a maroon bag, and a black shirt or jacket. At the same time, you can see my reflection pointing it out as I'm watching live, because this is happening on purpose. But it doesn't end there. Watch. They're walking. Now I look over. I'm pointing them out. No sound. I point. See, there's a guy coming up. He's got the same blue on. The drab blue. Goes on and on and on. You can see them together. I'm pointing it out. Then another guy comes up, and his hat is the same color. It's hard to tell there, but I'm telling you, it's a drab blue color. Let's go closer here. It's hard to tell, but I knew at the time, and I could see it at the time. All right, I'm gonna do this one next because it was next in line, literally minutes after the video you just watched. As I was editing that, I was hearing loud noise outside, and I had to see what it was. Open the thing. There's a group of people right there. They're all wearing white shirts, and the guy has blue jeans, just like the blue jeans in the last scene, just minutes prior. You could actually see those guys in the video that I just showed, sitting on the side. But now they're right there, making noise while I try to edit the video you just watched. But watch what happens. White car pulls out, matches the white shirts. It's minor, but look who's walking up. Girl with blue jeans and a white shirt, just like those guys. This is right after the girls with blue and maroon and black, and everyone else with something blue at the same time. Unrelated. It just happened that a girl wearing a white shirt and blue jeans, like this guy by the car, just shows up when I look outside. Okay, I'm gonna let it tick away at the top because I want to show you I don't live on a busy street, or I didn't live on a busy street. Sometimes hours would go by, nobody walking by. But the one time that I leave for the day, or the one time for the week sometimes, because I would rarely leave, there's always somebody there. And oftentimes they flash a color, or they look at me, or there's some sort of meaning. I'm not sure what it means. but I know what happens. And nobody's walking by. No bikes, hardly any cars. But you see that guy in the distance. He's getting ready. And somehow, the universe, I don't know how it works, they know what I'm doing. They know I'm getting ready to leave. That edit is just because the camera resets as an event. Regardless, it's in real time. I'm getting ready to leave. Got my jacket on, got my bike. I'm gonna go for a bike ride, early morning bike ride. And my garage is on the right. And I'm gonna open my garage door soon. And no one has gone by in all this time. But suddenly this guy's going down the sidewalk. And suddenly there's a bike with a guy with a gray shirt, which is always sketchy, who goes by him the moment before. I'm going to look directly at him when I'm exiting my garage, which is right now. The door is open. I see him, but I come out slightly after him. But doesn't matter. I saw him right here. You can see my bike wheel on purpose, planted there for some reason. Probably so I look at the bright yellow or green, some sort of injection of color. I'm not sure, but it happens all the time. I've already shown you a couple examples of me leaving, but it happens when I come back virtually every time. Now I'm riding down from up here on my bike, on that side of the street, the other side of the street, to go home from the beach. Suddenly, girl in a blue shirt, which is key because they're always flashing color. And watch, she's gonna cross over. I see her because I know she's planted right in front of my garage. And watch what I do. Boom, I cut in front of that car to avoid her. I would have connected directly with her if I didn't do that. But I avoided her. I see her, boom, coming across. And I know there's a car right behind me. And I'm willing to take that chance because I know she's a plant. And I would intersect with her the moment she gets there so that I get to stare at her shirt or whatever the purpose is. But I avoid her by cutting in front of the car, who's stunned. See him slow down? And I avoid it. All right, I'm going to show you another example when I'm coming home. I'm just going to let this roll. You can see the time at the top just going. But I'm going to be coming back from the bottom of the screen, from a different direction, heading to the garage on the right. But watch what happens right when I arrive, on the one time of the day that I left. Look at this cop car. It stutters ahead because it's a new event, but it's all in real time. Notice the guy on the left. There's that gray shirt again. The gray shirts are suspect. Just like the guy in the fluorescent green had a guy with a gray shirt on a bike go by right before interacting with me. Guy with the gray, cops suddenly turning in to my garage driveway when I'm arriving. See? I know they're plants. I'm saying, you guys are fucking plants. You can see me tell them. You're plants. You're planted here on purpose. Not sure why, but I know it's exactly when I arrive. The moment I get to that garage, there you are. They're like, sir, what did you say? I'm like, look, you were sent from the universe or whatever it is to be right here at the exact moment I arrive. The one time I leave for the day. I don't know how it works, but I know that you're basically robots that are here on purpose. They're like, oh, okay. They obviously have no idea what I'm talking about. And watch when they leave. They're about to take off. Look on the left. Look what's happening. It's a guy in a gray shirt again. And he crosses directly in front of them, stops them from taking off. And then they pull to the side. What the fuck is going on? They show up, there's a guy in gray. They go in my driveway the second I arrive. And as they're leaving, a guy with gray across the street just shows up and crosses in front of them, stops them from going. It's all on purpose. I have no idea what it really means, but I know it's happening. This stuff doesn't just happen where I live or where I've been living at various times. Happens out in public, happens at hotels. Watch as I'm riding along on the beach here, on the boardwalk. See this guy cross over in front of me? I'm gonna go right here because I'm leaving up that path to go home. The guy crossed over the moment I was about to go there. And watch what he's wearing. It's the color thing again. He's got black shirt, tan pants, beige jacket. Black shirt, tan pants. Now watch, as I go up the path, there'll be some distracting birds right here because there's something going on, because it's the Matrix. They're trying to hypnotize me. I look at the birds, it distracts me, something happens, but I don't do it because I know what's happening. I keep focused straight ahead. But look who's coming down. Look at this woman. Look what she's wearing. One after another. Why? I have no idea, but I know it's happening. Got an old dude crosses over directly in my path where I'm going to go, wearing black and tan or beige or whatever that is, and the very next person I encounter is wearing the exact same thing. Got the old dude and the old lady, one after another, on my path home. Why? Okay, this is an older example, but I want to show it here. I'm at a hotel. Now, it still has the old commentary because I scroll through an hour of video. It's hard to re-edit that. So I'm just going to play it. This video is a bit of a departure from my normal videos, but I want to show you another aspect of my life and the coincidences or synchronicities that happen. Some people refer to this as gang stalking. I think that's a weird term. I just think that beings are able to be projected into reality instantly whenever they want them to be. So I'm testing out batteries of cameras during this video, and I have a tripod set up, and I'm just filming the outside because there's movement. Now, you'll see this video, it's about an hour long. I'll scroll through it real quick. Towards the end, I'm in the back working. I don't even have a view of this camera. I'm just working at a desk. It suddenly dawns on me, let me check out the battery life of the camera, see how it's doing. And I get up out of my chair to check it out. Watch what happens. I'll scroll through here. You see all the movement in the background. It's almost an hour video. But towards the end here, suddenly you're going to see, coming into view, look, there's this crane with this guy in orange, and he's coming into view, and it's slowly going up. You can see, I'm just going to pause it. The video is nearly at the end here that I'm scrolling through. It's an hour video. I'm in the last minute here, and this guy suddenly appears when I'm about to stop the video because the battery is almost dead. When it's slowly going up. Now, at some point right around here, before he's even directly in my view, 8 floors up at a hotel room, I decide to get out of my chair. Still recording, I ask. I go over. Look at him. It's directly in my path. The second I got up, you can hear me getting up. But I don't see him right away. There's something wrong with the battery. I look at the battery life, it's almost dead. There's something wrong with the battery. I haven't even realized there's a man across from me suddenly, and now he's directly across from me, staring at me. Now listen. Look at this motherfucker. It's bullshit. These fucking people. Get out of my fucking face. Get out of my fucking face. Because I see him right there. And you can hear me at the end. Of course that guy's there. Of course that guy's there. Because it happens all the time. All right, let's go back to the place I had in Venice. Once again, this is not a busy street. This stuff is timed perfectly. The one time of the day I'm going to leave, watch what happens. You see these blue cars. Blue, 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 and this blue tent. Right away, that's what I'm going to see as I leave my gate, which is right here. All that purposely placed blue. But it's not just those cars. I'm going to let this roll. There's a guy across the street. You can see him walking down. I'm going to exit my gate. And the second I do, that guy is going to be directly in my view. And he's wearing a blue shirt. And I'm about to come out. Here I come. And there's the guy directly across from my view. And the guy even looks right at me, wearing the blue shirt. Blue, 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 blue. Now, I'm going to cross the street. Now, watch up at the corner, in the distance beyond that blue tent. There's a guy, planted, timed perfectly with me, with the way I'm walking, back and forth. Guy's timed with me, and he's got a blue shirt on. They want him to cross paths with me. Now, they're going to put a car there to stop him. So it's timed perfectly. As he crosses, I sense him. See, if I kept walking, we would cross paths, but I jet out into the street. So I still have to cross, but not as much. And he has his blue shirt on. It's plain as day. It's a blue onslaught. I have no idea why, but it's real. When I lived in Venice, I would occasionally use Wave Car. It's a car with advertisements. The key about the Wave Car is that you don't have to interact with anybody. They just park it, you go get it. I didn't need a car in Venice. I lived like 2 blocks from the beach. But every now and then, I need a car to run some errands. Regardless, I'm coming home in a Wave Car. Now you'll notice there's a guy across the street in black with a black hat. He lives in that building right there, directly across the street. Now I'm coming home from the bottom left, and I'm going to see him wearing that black as I come home. But I'm going to see this guy on the bike first. He's wearing black too. I'll see him at the corner as I'm at the intersection. Now you see, there's some stuttering and skipping here. It's because I have to edit out the gray screen every time there's a new event. Anyway, it's all in real time. You can see the clock on the top right. You're going to see him walk to his door. He goes in right as I arrive, but he made sure that I saw him directly in my path. And you can see, here I come. He's going in, but you'll see I'll arrive right when he goes in. See? That's the car. I see him wearing black with a black hat. That's key. Now I go in. I'm going to fast forward here a little bit. A lot of bit. Number of minutes you can see go by. When I decide to leave, I'm going to come back out. Now, I could have left right there. I could have pulled out and encountered this guy wearing white. Completely different. Hey, everything's normal. Nothing to see here. But no, I'm going to pull out right at the exact moment that guy is coming up and has to stop so I can look at him with his black shirt and black hat. The moment I'm leaving. The moment I arrive, black shirt, black hat. The moment I leave, right there. So I have to look because I have to make sure I'm not going to run somebody over. Black hat, black shirt. But not only that, watch as I pull out. Now, I'm not using my rear view for this. I have to look left and right to make sure cars aren't coming. So I don't see this woman in white with a red bag because I'm not supposed to see her. I back up, look right, and look left to make sure no cars are coming. But watch what happens. As soon as I'm getting ready to leave and I have to look over there, look who's walking on the sidewalk. A girl wearing black shorts and a black shirt. And I have to stare directly at her as I'm leaving. Just like the guy who stopped with the black shirt and black hat, who was wearing the same thing that the guy, as I arrived, was wearing. Black shirt, black hat. It's because it's on purpose. You got me, what the reason is. But it's not a coincidence. This kind of thing happens all the time in my life. Sometimes I have to go outside to get a package or get a piece of mail that I'm expecting. I don't normally get mail. I walk out, nobody's there. But there's that yellow umbrella, bright yellow, was never there before, planted in my path. But I don't look at it because I know everything is a setup. I don't want them to guess what colors I resonate with. They need to know that. So I avoid it. Get my mail. I'm walking back. But then I notice someone's coming down the sidewalk towards me. So I have to fidget with this gate to delay, even though I've already closed it and there's nothing wrong with it. Because had I walked, my garage is right there. I would intersect with this guy right, boom, in front of my garage, had I walked back. But I delayed because I know he's a plant with an orange shirt, the next color down from the yellow that they're testing me with. But I'm going to have to leave at some point. So I walk by him and I squirt him with my water gun because I need to do something, and that's harmless. Something to relieve the stress that these people are putting me under, because I know that it's all on purpose. You can see in this folder the date created, date modified. 3 days in a row. First one I'm opening, red car 1. This is my GoPro hat. I exit my garage. There's a car directly across from me, parked in front of this little wood thing. Red. Watch. Red car 2. That was the 11th. Red car 2, the 12th. I look outside for the first time of the day. Look at that. Another red car. The next day, same spot, completely different car. But not only that, look at red car 3 next in line, May 13th, 11th, 12th, 13th. 3 days in a row. This is me looking outside for the first time. I have no idea what's out there. Boom. Another red car. Same spot. Completely different car though. Different errors, all these cars. I have no idea what it means. I know it means something. Welcome to my reality. All right, I'm going to do a few quick examples here in a row. First time I look outside for the day. Open the blind. No idea what I'm going to see. Directly across from me, walking, guy in a gray shirt. And it's exactly where my head is positioned. I always choose a spot when I open the blind. I just say, I'll look left, I'll look right, I'll look center. And 90% of the time, there's somebody there, directly in my view. And I'm not cherry picking here. I would only do these tests maybe once or twice a day. If you think I'm making that up, and that somehow I look out the window and I just see when someone's coming and then I act like I open the blind, well, then you're even crazier than I am. All right, it's a completely different day. First time I'm opening the blinds. Boom. Someone is riding directly in my eye path wearing gray. It's like clockwork. Now, it happens with gray a lot, but it happens with other colors. Same thing. First time I just opened the blind, but you see I'm sitting in my seat. I haven't looked outside, but I opened it ahead of time. I'm just going to walk and see what I see. Look at the direction I'm looking. Virtually the exact direction my head is facing. A girl with bright orange. But not only that, I look to the left, or I look to the right. Right after, I scroll through. Orange car with the girl with bright orange. Because it's planted, it's on purpose. Once again, first time for the day. Now I'm going to angle my head right away. I have no idea where I'm looking, but I'm going to angle it and just look there, right in my path. This guy, he's actually wearing a blue hat. But then look, another guy shows up on the right, walking towards him, also wearing a blue hat. And they're going to connect with each other. Boop, boop. No idea who these people are, but they're planted there the second I open the blinds. One directly in my field of view with a blue hat, and then suddenly another one with a blue hat. And they meet up with each other and do some kind of handshake. What the hell's going on here? Looking outside, first time of the day. Boom. Directly in my path of view. A guy with a super bright red shirt on. Completely noticeable. But watch. I check out the entire field of view, and boom, another guy with a red shirt. One after another. It's because it's on purpose. I don't know the reason why. It's a message, or it's an injection of color into my world, or to see if I resonate with it. I have no idea, but I'm completely aware that it's happening. Another typical example. I'm waiting for furniture. They called me. They said it's there. We're right at your garage, ready to bring this piece of furniture in. So I open the garage, and I'm behind this door because I don't want to look out. I don't want to interact. I want to avoid public because I know there are plants always on purpose. But they're not coming because I don't realize they're across the street. He's looking, nobody's there. So finally I have to go out. Nobody's walked by my place this entire time. But finally, I can't wait any longer. I have to go figure out why the fuck aren't these people coming in? Second I go out, see me look down, I know, because this guy walks in front on purpose the second I walk out. That's why I'm pissed about it. You can see me shrugging about it because it happens all the time. And I'm tired of it. I'm not just reading into things. I've been documenting this for years now. You begin to get upset because you know the truth. And assuming I'm not the only human being here, this is happening to you as well. You just don't pay attention. You're not aware of it. Or it's only happening to a few of us, or some of us here. But it's really happening, and it's on purpose. Okay, I'm going to let this run so you can see in a crystal clear way, once again, how this works. I order food delivery, and normally they put the food in the garage. I close the door and I go down and get it without having to interact with anybody because I want to avoid the plants who I know are there on purpose. Now, not a single person has walked by so far, and nobody will walk by while I'm letting this run. The problem this evening is that the food delivery guy can't read simple instructions, and he can't speak English. Now, because I know everything here is on purpose, I know that's the setup to get me to go down. The guy's car is right there. He's on the corner. So this entire time you were watching this video was just my camera that's normally on, waiting for the guy to put the food in the garage. The guy's like, what? I said, put the food in the garage. Doesn't understand English. So I have to go down. Once again, no one has walked by this entire time. Eventually, I'm going to come out this door on the left once I've realized I have to go down and get the food. Now let me take a moment to reiterate one more time. No one has walked by. I'm going to come out eventually. What do you think's going to happen when I walk out that door finally? There's a guy in gray directly in my field of view. I wasn't going to hurt the guy, just chasing him away because I know he's a plant. Now, before you get too freaked out by this was a